Hello again, everybody. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I know I sure enjoyed mine, but I'm back home in Boise now and ready to make another video. The topic of today's video is, of course, going to be just some general improvements for the Code of the Missile subclass added to Destiny 2 Striker Titan. And gameplay you're going to see in the background is just me trying my best to get some gameplay with the sniper rifle, using the Supremacy drop from the raid with Snapshot. This thing's pretty crispy, guys. I bet you it's a beast on console, but even on PC, it's a ton of fun to use. The sights aren't super zoomed in. They're just where they need to be. So definitely, if you want to snipe, this is definitely one of the top contenders for sniper rifles at the moment. But let's talk about Code of the Missile. So Striker Titans in general already have weak grenade options. Ever since pulse grenades got nerfed, because rightfully so, they were very, very strong, especially having two of them. This subclass really needs something to give it a bit of a boost. Of course, Top Tree Striker was always good because you could get two grenades, so it really helped to mitigate the nerf a little bit. And Bottom Tree Striker, of course, has the transfusion ability where you get your health back on melee kills. So Top Tree, double nades. Bottom Tree had some health regen. Code of the Missile, however, really doesn't have anything to set it apart. It gets the regular stock grenades and only gets one of them, and it doesn't buff them in any way. So instead of doing something cool with the class, like maybe you get an increased grenade charge or something, no, you only get one standard grenade, and the grenades leave a lot to be desired. So that's one key area that they can improve right there. Honestly, I just think strikers should intrinsically have two grenades. Lightnings aren't nearly as strong as they were in Destiny 1. They're easily just shot off a wall, and you can jump right out of a pulse grenade at any time. Flashbangs, double, would be pretty broken in PvE, but it's PvE, so who cares? Anyway, let's move on to the melee ability. The Death from Above melee ability, which was actually a super perk in Destiny 1 for the Striker Titan, and it allows you to lock onto an area of the map, fly forward a good amount of distance, and you slam down. If you hit one person, it will not kill them anymore, but if you hit 2 to 3, if you're wearing Syntheseps, you will get one-hit kills on all of them, regardless of how much health they have. So this is a really cool ability because it's an ability that can get you multi-kills, and you can get them pretty regularly, especially on control points. The problem is that if you slam one single person, it won't give you the kill. It'll deal 130 damage, and it'll leave them one shot. But a lot of the times, by the time you slam, they already have time to react because they see you coming. They can shotgun you, and you're dead. You don't get any armor bonuses, at least not that I'm aware of. You're still, especially in today's meta, you're just going to get killed as soon as you land almost every time, especially if they have a shotty out. Biggest problem is if you miss, you lose your charge, which is really weird because with shoulder charge, if you whiff and miss somebody, or if you hit them but it doesn't deal the damage, you'll have it back on your next life after you die or right afterwards. So really, I think just to fix this, just make it so you have to connect and do damage before it'll burn the charge. Really simple. I know that a lot of people will say like, oh, but you can fly a good distance across the map and land, you can get multi-kills. Yeah, you can, but think about it. If you're going to use it to travel a good distance across the map, you have to expose yourself by flying pretty high into the air so you get the maximum distance. Then you have to activate the ability, which essentially stops you in midair for a good second. Then you fly forward, and when you land, you crash land, which stops you still dead in your tracks for another second. So really, it's just super easy to work around. You can hear it from across the map. It's super loud. It's just so easy to react to. So yeah, that really needs to be changed. It needs something to set it apart from shoulder charge, because right now I think shoulder charge is just better. This does have those cool clutch moments, or not, I shouldn't say clutch, those cool flashy moments where you can get a multi-kill at the beginning of a match on a control point. But after that, like if you're playing Clash or something, that's probably not going to happen unless the other team is just bad. So automatically, if your subclass has an ability that depends on the other team being bad, it is competitively unviable. Next up, Inertia Override. The way this perk works is when you slide over ammo, it gives you a buff to your weapon damage. And as far as I've noticed, you can slide over any heavy ammo block, and it'll give you a buff to damage on all of your weapons. So if you slide over a special shell, like for your shotgun, you switch to primary, it'll still do bonus damage. On Not Forgotten, it bumps it up from 57 to 68. So if you're hitting the 3-tap, it makes 0 difference whatsoever. And if you're even doing the Not Forgotten 2-tap, it makes no difference whatsoever. So really, this perk is just bogus. It really does nothing. Maybe if it gave you a bigger buff, because it already only lasts for like 2 to 3 seconds. If it gave you a bigger buff that lasts a little bit longer, or maybe it was specific to the box that you picked up. So if you slid over a special, it gave you increased only special damage for a short period of time. I think that could be pretty cool. But right now, it's just kind of pointless. The damage buff isn't worth it. It's really strong on Memento Mori, on Ace of Spades, because you can 2-tap. But really, if you're using One-Eyed Mask, you don't even need to use Inertia Override. So it's already redundant and just not as good. The super in general, really, really cool. You get a ton of armor. You get to fly around the map for like 7 seconds, and then you slam down and create a huge explosion. The problem is, you still die to Nova Warp. You're still pretty squishy for what the super is. Honestly, I think because something like Blade Barrage and Nova Bomb, those are also one-hit kill shutdown supers, they're also ranged. So I really think because you're using your body to end their life as the Code of the Missile Striker, you should have like 10 times more armor. Really, almost nothing should be able to kill you because you are literally sacrificing yourself. If you miss, you're dead almost every time. You're sacrificing yourself to get that kill and shut down that super. The fact that you can die to a Nova Warp, which can just spam that ability over and over and over again, and you have one shot, and if you get killed, all of your super energy is gone. It does nothing. It leaves no like residual like AoE effect unless you land. It's just, man, it is just so outclassed by every other one-shot super. It's a ton of fun, and but the thing is, you have to be playing against bad players for it to work, and that again makes it just competitively unviable. So my suggested fixes for this: increase the duration that you can fly around, just to make it more versatile. Because think about it, Nova Warp can fly all the way around the map, come back, and then go back and get a kill. With this, you basically can go like 3/4 of the way of the map and maybe kill somebody, especially with how little armor you have. So increase the durations you can fly around by like 3 seconds so you can do a full distance around the map. And then also heavily increase the armor, because this is your Hail Mary super. This is where you're going to throw yourself literally into the thick of everything to get that kill. So yeah, it shouldn't be an easy thing to take out. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think down below. Just to sum it up real quick. Grenades, just give strikers 2 of them. All the grenades suck on that tree anyway. The melee ability, just don't take it away if I miss, because you don't take away shoulder charge when it misses. And plus, you're super exposed and you're using it. Inertia Override is honestly, like, it needs to be reworked totally. Even like my buff idea, like, I don't even think that'll work. And then the super, increase the duration, more armor, and we'll be good to go. Also, I was thinking, this is just something like for one-hit kill supers altogether. So like Thunder Crash, Blade Barrage, and Nova Bomb. Maybe if you have a one-hit kill super, maybe they should charge like 10 seconds faster than everything else, you know? Because it's a counter. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below. I think it would be a really interesting idea. But thank you all for watching. You have a nice day, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you.